Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the original CC radio, and we're going to do an evening medium wave band scan. It's currently 10:21 Central Daylight Savings Time. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Start at the bottom of the band. Got our bass treble controls. A little recap if you haven't seen my other videos. We did a review of this. Also did another scan. The antenna in here is an 8-inch ferrite bar with a single coil. That's very good at night.
देखिए संदीप, जैसे मैंने कहा कि आप इसको $20-25 से भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, और डिपेंडिंग on आपकी कितना.
This is CIAO, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles. Advertised at 250 watts. It's coming in very clear right now.
तो मुझे वो रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि $100 में जितने की कवरेज आती है, irrespective of the number of value, उतनी की मुझे कवरेज दे दें, जिसके पैसे मुझे 20 साल देने होंगे. और अगर मेरा पोता या पोती कोई भी 20 साल के बाद इस पॉलिसी.
Excellent.
To relate more to the younger people. By so many disciples of John.
This is WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. 70 miles away, 400 watts at night.
We did not have a great record in college, but got
Actually, 540.
They want to try to stop it.
I turn it here. You can just pick up a second station. That station there is CBK, which is about 1,000 miles away from me, which is my furthest station I've heard. Sometimes it comes in clear, sometimes it doesn't, but this radio, I've heard it off and on.
All you want. The only thing that.
Pretty cool.
Of raising his profile and his fame. Everybody knows the name. The other thing he's achieved, in a rather strange way, is he's brought the blue side.
This is KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri. This is about 275 miles away at 5,000 watts.
Who were initially and understandably outraged.
Look, I think we've been seeing, not to downplay President Trump speaking out.
So local, 560, the answer.
Many times, so we expect that will be the case. But we know that Turkey, for example, they're trying to bring the issue back again. We have a municipal election in Turkey next week, and for them it is another opportunity to create headlines. And probably they will be the one who would like to bring the issue again to the floor of the Security Council.
This is cool. This is WNAX, Yankton, South Dakota, which is 460 miles away at 5,000 watts. WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
And I've never had anything like that, so I really don't know how to address it. And I've never had anything like that, so I really don't know how
Cedar
to
Rapids,
address
Iowa.
it and how to handle that.
Pretty much semi-locals. It's about 175 miles away, 5,000 watts at night.
How much of that?
Boy, I almost hear like 3 different stations. That's crazy. But I do have 2 stations, KCSP, Kansas City, and WTVN, Columbus, Ohio.
I understand this is what the one kind of do during the Super Bowl.
You might think it was, but it's not.
You might say that's all okay. You might say that's just what you need to do to win. But I don't think it's
Very cool. So this direction here would probably be our Columbus. This would be more Kansas City.
When the FBI interferes in an election, The senior leader of the FBI is nothing. Every damn one of them had to resign.
Very cool. I won't spend too much time. I like trying to find those stations. It's a good night.
Okay, so if you're going to buy a vintage car,
I think this is WTMJ, Milwaukee,
they
Wisconsin.
require some kind of appraisal of value to do.
Okay, country music on CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watt tower. Sweet. Interesting music there on 640. I believe this is WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, which is about 75 miles away. Okay, that music there is, so you can see it here, 650. WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles from me. Sounding pretty good. Okay, don't want to leave it too long. Music's always an issue.
Forward running back. He didn't catch the football as well as I think Mike Davis or anybody else potentially on this roster should catch that football. Maybe the ultimate truth with some serum will come out, and they'll tell you why. It's pretty obvious that's how they feel.
So 670 to score, WSCR, Chicago.
We'll hear that,
On some lucky nights, I've gotten CFTR Toronto on 680.
Playground.ca for all the details. CFN 690 is your home for Montreal Canadian hockey. Hear every second of action all season long. With Dan Robertson and former Habs Sergio Momesso. Montreal Canadian Hockey is presented by SR Insurance, the unbeatable insurance team on your home of the Habs, CFN 690. For Vegas nights,
Okay, there we go. CKGM, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. That's a far one. I like getting that.
place. Hey man, you own this place? And what the best part of it was,
nice
when
and
the
clear.
dude kept yelling at the guy who came, the guy never said another word.
Hell no.
Another word.
Yeah, he got his bluff called, man. I would
A lot of
love to
volume
see
here.
an
The
old man
good
throw
thing
it
about
on
this
the
radio
road.
now, you have a 2E and this, and the 2E is a great radio. Don't get me wrong. During the day, it's fantastic. Evening time is good too, but it has that auto tuning. A lot of times it's soft mutes. And I notice I don't have a lot of volume, but this radio, there's no soft muting while I'm on station, and
Celebrate
volume
Reds opening day
is
victory
like
and what is
crazy. I
Marty
can go really
Brenneman's
loud with
swan
this
song
on
here.
batteries.
More about that and more about Reds opening day in the news here on the home of the
It's
Reds.
just amazing.
News
I
Radio
love it.
700 WLW.
So we're listening to Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles away. He just gave the call sign, call letters there.
700 WLW.
There we go.
Robotic surgery. 3. Maintaining sexual function. 4. Keeping urinary control.
710 is WOR, New York, New York, 750 miles.
For you. I'm Dr. Lederman. Men with prostate cancer wish great results. Maintaining sexual
direction to New York.
life. Meet Dr. Lederman.
The one for the Blackhawks, but just a minute later, San Jose was able to creep closer.
720 WGN, Chicago.
Passing up the right wing. Here's Hurdle through center ice. Crossing the Hawk line.
It sounds like I'm getting a Hispanic station here on 730. I have to look that up. I don't know. That's cool because I have 730. I have CKDM, Dauphine, Manitoba, 820 miles. Don't think that's that, but that's cool. Okay, so that's CFZM Zoomer Radio on 740 AM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles away. Awesome. Beautiful.
Unexplained weight loss and oily stools. The symptoms just...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny that, yeah, that happened to be the commercial I land on. This is 750 WSB Atlanta, Georgia. 630 miles away. Sweet.
Got to get this all straightened out. Keep a little talking to, man to man.
760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan. 270 miles away.
No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend.
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet.
Sounds like a local.
Nice, single, full.
John Batko, this is the John Batko side. The Mueller report to the Attorney General, the summary from the Attorney General, and waiting for more information.
770 WABC.
In the meantime, there is much to learn, lessons learned, from what is now stated to be a fraud, a 2.5 to 3 year fraud, a smear campaign, a dirty trick for the 2016 election by actors of the Clinton campaign and other hirings. But also the question is how...
So you can tune up and down a kilohertz or two to see if that improves. You can try with treble and bass to get a little bit more tone out of the voice. Pretty cool. Alright.
Unconscious but breathing at the school, and she was rushed to the hospital.
780 WBBM Chicago.
Ongoing investigation and the student privacy laws. We cannot share specific details.
I don't think I've ever picked up a legible station on 790. Always worth checking. Okay. Moving on up. Okay, just picked up the callers. CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles. Keep playing music there. That's not coming in that great. I wonder if they're pointed away from us here. Yeah, I'm guessing.
Please hold all your calls.
Okay, I'm not sure what we're listening to here, but this is WGY, I believe. Albany, New York, 740 miles. Okay.
I did say something to you, not like an ass
Couple stations there. Sometimes I'll get WBAP out of Fort Worth, about 810 miles away, and then there's a local station, WCPT, that gets in the way. I think we're hearing Fort Worth, but it's not coming in great.
Guide and mentor young men.
WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles.
And I saw this story in regards to actually a coach that I'm a fan of.
West.
I think he does a really good job with the.
I know everything about you.
You know everything about.
I know everything about
Okay, that's probably what we're hearing at 810. It must be simulcasting something here. Not sure what it is. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not, so I'm not going to hover on it. But 840 is usually WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. Okay.
Now, that's a Michael Town. Away to the great.
He just said it, KOA. This is KOA Denver, Colorado. 890 miles, one of the furthest stations I can pick up, usually legibly. The other day I was coming in clearer than this, but it's picking it up. It's good.
Trisomique dans un bar qui rentre et il y a confusion parce qu'il y a une accolade avec la copine de
Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Le videur du bar.
So you can achieve what you're working for.
WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, on 870. 865 miles.
Everyone knows the soil conditions in Louisiana are not favorable to foundations. At some point, you may experience issues. There's nobody better to call.
To catch
catch a flight, Spot Hero has you covered. Simply download the app, type in your destination, and pick your
880 WCBS, New York, New York. 750 miles.
880 Spot Hero. Work smarter. It's the final days for Flemington First.
22nd century. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But, I mean, the fact is that the people who may believe that have nonetheless been sold short.
But don't bother me no more with it, she said, as I am on my way to a ball. In the morning, bother me, honey, she said. Honey, she said. Who was strange?
You did good, Gino. Go home.
You honest think I did good, Danny? So's I can relay to Mrs. Pete. Did you honest? Look, you.
Okay, we got some old-time radio here on CHML. Hamilton, Ontario, 430 miles. Sweet. Loving it.
Who are you? You walk by me maybe 8-12 times a day and I don't register with you, huh, kid?
No, you don't.
Warm your hand and Tommy Cat, Danny boy.
You know, it's hard to... You find a station like this and you listen to the old-time radio and you get into the episode and then it fades away and you're like, no! And you like to rush to a computer or something so you can get them online. But it's fun. Let's breeze through these here. Okay, 990 is typically CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles.
My guest is Matthew Herbert, acclaimed experimental electronic musician and leader of the Brexit Big Band. And we've been talking about a new record he's putting out with the Brexit Big Band.
Cool.
For the Cavaliers. And he's a guy, again, that shoots 44% normally from outside
ESPN 1000.
Virginia, when leading at the half, has won 60 in a row. That is the longest active area of Brexit. We had the mayor on earlier in the Brother Christie. This is
Nice. I think I'm getting 1010 WINS, New York City. That'll be the direction. Quite a few stations mixing there.
It patches it fast. Pennington one step complete.
Yeah, 1020 bleeding over a little bit.
That repairs bare spots
KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pennington has been trusted since 1945, and now it works even
450
faster.
miles.
One step complete from Pennington.
If he set this up so much, or if he's innocent like he claims he is, how come he's not beat up as, you know, he's
WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles.
Well, that was one of the things which I think caused the police to be skeptical from day one. Also, I think the location.
So you get away from that
tonight with a fellow
1020
from
bleed over.
Chicago, Deontay Johnson, who was with the group called the Black.
Cool.
509th Atomic Bomb Group headquarters at Roswell, New Mexico, reports that it has received one of the discs that landed on a ranch outside Roswell. The disc landed at a ranch at Aurora, New Mexico, and the rancher turned it over to the Air Force.
WHO.
W.W. Brazil was the man who discovered the saucer. Colonel William Blanchard
Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
to give details of what the flying disc looks like. In Southwest
Sounds like a real report of something. I thought it was old-time radio, but I think it might have been a classic report of a news story. I'll go back to that.
at Wrightfield, Ohio. A few moments ago, I talked to officials at Wrightfield, and they declared that they expect the so-called flying saucer to be delivered there, but that it hasn't arrived as yet.
When we return, first-hand accounts from former military and civilian alike of the UFO crash at Roswell. This is Our American Stories.
That's awesome. Cool. Love this stuff. See? There's stuff on the radio still. It's entertaining. Loving it.
So why then did he create
KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
that Crane would enter in because he intended to make use of that human fault to bring about
It's knob sometimes. When you go forward, it goes backwards.
That doesn't make any sense.
Come on.
Actually, it does.
There we go.
We have analogies to that in our experience all the time. How about doing?
Okay, let's get through this.
Bitcoin.com is delighted to announce their latest partnership with the gift card simulator e-gift cards. With many of the world's leading brands on their roster, it is now easier than ever to get the gift cards to your favorite
1070.
brands with Bitcoin.
Not sure, I don't have anything written down for
To
it.
get started, just follow these simple steps. Visit giftcards.bitcoin.com, pick the gift card you want,
Could be
follow the
Madison, maybe?
instructions on your screen, and make your payment.
Could be a local station. Okay, let's keep going.
Oi! Albert Edward! To home!
I think this is K-A-A-Y, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles.
Starting. So I guess timing's everything, as we say. Talking about
1100, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Like if you
Sweet.
like if
Coming
you're,
in nice.
if you're jaded and not jaded, but I mean if you have the spine, this kind of is.
In Philadelphia. My number is 800-925-1120. 800-925-1120.
St. Louis,
This is
Missouri.
Overnight America. I'm Walter M. Sterling on News Radio 1120, KMOX.
It's about 275 miles. Cool. Possibly WBBR, New York City, New York, 750 miles. That's the direction.
Defend the inbounder. That is Pritchard. Pritchard to trigger it.
1140 is Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles. WRVA.
King around the midcourt logo, raises 5 fingers into the air with his right hand.
Local.
It's mass shooters armed with radicalism, drugs, and mental issues. Order public health agencies to conduct
1180 is WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
Like if you take away people's struggles in life,
1210 is WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
literally robbing them of the opportunity.
We have people that are
WHKW, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Woman and child, and then we have the spiritual children of God. And those are those that receive praise.
Okay, we're just going to buzz up the dial here.
I've given up. My cake is I'm going to get paid.
WHIO, Dayton, Ohio, 280 miles. A lot of noise here tonight. We'll just go through this band here.
I'll still do some field work here and there.
I've got a ton of stations around the country, and people find out.
WOC, Davenport, Iowa, about 131 miles away. Okay, I'm going to take this up a little bit here.
Radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercials, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to
WALC, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles.
Playoff contention for the 6th consecutive season. Tough year for all of us.
1530 WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles. Woohoo!
Time to recalibrate my body.
Sounds good on the speaker.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tim. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening.
KXEL.
two questions. I'll put the
Iowa,
the
210
one
miles.
about young Muslims being radicalized. How are you
Nice
going?
And stable. Music on 1560. Now that's one I haven't ID'd yet. Yeah, it possibly could be Port Washington, Wisconsin. It could be a daytime WGLB, possibly. Okay. All right, this music here, I think, is CKDO, Oshawa, Ontario, 490 miles, 10,000 watt tower at night. I'm guessing. Rockin'. It's cool to find music. I love it. All about that on the medium wave. Bring back the music on the medium wave. Not coming in super great. This is CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. KCJJ, Iowa City, Iowa. 175 miles, 1,000 watt tower at night. Usually music. Music sounding good. I'm not sure if this is WPTX, Lexington Park, Maryland, 685 miles, possibly. Nice.
If they lose tonight, it'll be 7 in a row. And it looks like whoever makes it the East might have whole money.
Sounds like KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
Because if they lose Pittsburgh and the Oilers, I think they're only 3 points back of the game in hand.
Cool thing is, tons of volume.
I'm watching San Jose play right now. They're losing to the Blackhawks 4-3 in the third. I mean,
yeah, that game's like 6 in a row. San Jose 7, like they could have been in first place.
And then the loop does really good about adding game during the day.
St. Louis won 4 in a row and playing pretty good hockey. I think the hotter you are now,
Let's find out weaker station. I'll show you.
Better, I think.
Yeah, I think
we're through here. Let's find a weak station. There's 540. Let's see if I can bring this in. Okay. So not as dramatic as during the day.
State ex officio.
I have a question for you about the business of media, because you're political, but you're also a former CEO, and I'd like to think there's some sort of free market capitalist justice at the end of the day for lying to one's audience for the better part of 2 years.
Okay, there we go. Well, so this AN200 is really good during the day with this radio, and at night it doesn't seem to affect it a whole lot, so maybe it could be on conditions, but I think nice stable daytime signals, even faint ones, come really good with that loop attached. We'll definitely show you in that video, the daytime one. Okay, so we are done. Go ahead and turn this off. All right, final thoughts on the CC radio. Of course, made by Sanjin, C.Crane product. Really cool radio. You can buy this used, I think, for around 40 or 50 bucks. As long as the screen's working, you got a deal. I guess these screens go bad, and you're kind of out of luck. You just gotta kind of go by sound instead of seeing what you're tuning. But yeah, I got this donated by Mr. Sparks 54. He's awesome. He's one of my subscribers. Great guy, cool supporter. Sent me this radio, and I am really liking this radio a lot. I'm actually finding myself grabbing this radio before I grab my 2E. The auto tuning is a nice thing, but at nighttime when I'm tuning those fine stations, I don't mind this at all. Without the auto tuning, I have tons of volume here. I seem to run out on the 2E. It's just my radio. I don't know if it's the same for all radios, but this is one hot receiver, and I'm liking it. a lot. It's a lot of fun. So if you guys enjoyed the presentation of the evening medium wave band scan of the original CC radio, please give me a big like. You guys are awesome. Check out the link below to this link. I'll link it for eBay, and you guys can search and see if you can find any good deals. If you do, pick it up. I mean, by all means, it is definitely worth it to have this in your collection if you're a collector or if you like listening to AM. This is just a solid AM radio, and if you watch my review, the FM is just fantastic. Can't stress it more than enough. It got 4.25 stars on my FM rating, which is almost 5, which is perfect, just amazing. So you love that. And of course, it has weather alert, so you do have that when it gets stormy out there. So bonus. 2, if you're new to my channel and you like C.Crane radios and you like Sanjum products, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the bell icon if you haven't already. I'm always on the lookout for C.Crane products that are new, older, whatever. I'm always out there looking. And Sanjum, of course, is one of my favorite brands, along with Sony. Gosh, throw it out there. So definitely subscribe and hit the bell icon because, yeah, you're gonna want to know what I review if you're into portable radios at all. I have quite the collection to show you. And third, of course, comment below what you think about the CC radio, the original. Would this be something you would get in place of the more expensive 2E? The 2E, of course, has the ham band instead of this lost TV band, which is nice, and it adds a few extra features, a better screen, more nicer backlighting. The speaker audio is similar. I will say that it's not as different as far as audio goes. So let me know. I mean, I think this is like definitely a budget DXer right here, all the way. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.